Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, my God.
Happy birthday to Tommy. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
Yay.
Appreciate it.
I love it. I love it.
Thanks, folks. Thanks, guys.
Hey, it's just the beginning. It's early. It's going to be a long day around here.
Hey, listen, man, you know...
There's some good beverages in that refrigerator of ours.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Well,
you might not be seeing any trades from us this afternoon, folks.
Oh, I don't know about that. No. I got a birthday present, man. And it started coming in last night in a big way.
You did.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow off 264, NASDAQ off 69, S&P's off 30. You want to hear something wild? Okay, so check this out, folks, okay? So, it is my birthday, and I want to thank everyone. Now, when you talk about lights out,
yeah,
okay, well, in 1965,
yes,
right, you know, having a birthday party, that's, you know, I'm blowing the candles out,
yeah,
and the whole East Coast goes out.
Oh, that's so glad. You blew out the grid, huh?
The whole East Coast goes out.
I love it.
Now, last night,
I love it.
I'm thinking about this, right? No, you know, it's really wild. November 9th, that's still the biggest blackout period.
Yeah.
The Berlin Wall come down November 9th.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yes,
Remember I said to you the night before that I woke up, right?
Right.
And that was the first time since 2007, 2008. Last night again, 10 past 2, right? I'm up and I'm looking at the clock. I'm saying, do I really want to get up and start trading? And I says, you know, let me lay here a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
They do a quarter to 3.
Yeah.
Says, okay, let's go. Right?
Oh, that's great. I love it. I love it.
And that's what I was thinking about lights out, right?
Yeah, I love it.
And anyway, you know, it's really weird, folks. Energy is a funny thing.
Well, it is. You know,
it really is. You know?
It's so cool. You know, we're doing our, you know, our silver giveaway. You know,
yes,
and promotion. And yesterday, you know, late in the day, we were sending out our jewelry kits, and I noticed one name cross my desk. My last name was Pesavento.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
And so, you know, and I said to Leonard, do you think Larry's got a relative down here that we don't know about that's, you know, kind of close by?
Right.
And he said, no, I don't think so. And then this morning, you know, when they did the drawing for the giveaway, it was the same guy.
Really?
Yeah. It was the same guy.
What a riot.
And, you know, and I know that John or whoever was investigating was making sure, you know, that it wasn't a relationship,
right,
you know, relative or what have you.
Because we can't win.
Yeah, okay. And so you talk about how energy just kind of works there.
That is crazy.
He was on my mind. He was on Leonard's mind. He was on John's mind. You know, so.
And make it happen, folks. That's the bottom line. Yes. Everything's right in us. Just make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's, oh, man, it's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. Well, King Dollar.
Yes.
King Dollar. Listen, folks, you know, you're going to be hearing me rapping this for another 10 years. Because the bottom line, you know what happened yesterday? Okay, a couple different things happened. Today we have King Dollar on the move. And by the way, it is an ABC up. You know, we're early in the day right now. Let's go take a look at volume-wise what we got inside here. So, and I love it because, okay, you get 16,000. We're going to need. It's going to be close because you're gonna. What tends to happen with this index is that most of the volume comes in during the morning. So it's going to need another 16,000 to do it. It's over the highs right now. You know, we'll see whether we can get the juice underneath it. The bonds, same deal. The correlations are out there, and they're out there in spades. The 30-year is moving with the vengeance. That little baby is also going for an ABC up. I know, man, this is a 16. Yeah. This is a 16, man. I mean, you're going to head the thing. Folks, what you may have in the bond, and this is where this gets really powerful, you can have an ABC inside an ABC. Yeah. So you get the small ABC.
Well, and that's really what you got. That's what the dollar index.
That's what the dollar has too.
I mean, you're going to have an ABC inside an
ABC. And you know, bottom line is that we get action, and you get action topside in a big way. And of course,
the really unfortunate thing is going to be, you know, let's say that plays out.
Yes.
Okay, and you've got that ABC in the bonds.
Right.
And you're going to have so many people that are going to end up being trapped up at the top when that thing gives way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you know,
I mean, they thought they were running for cover.
That's right. That's right. There's no such thing as running for cover. There's no such thing as safe in the marketplace. If I've learned anything, get rid of that word. That word should be outlawed in the marketplace.
And actually, when you take that in, when you use that, when you understand that, when you use stops, okay, then it becomes that's your safety net.
No,
right there. That's then you're taking your game to that level where you're really managing money.
That big time. Big time.
And
that's
like
absolutely
a business.
Exactly. And because it is a business.
Yes.
There's no two ways about it. You know, and it makes a huge difference. Now this is going to get interesting. So we get the full moon tomorrow, right? So this orb, this could have been sold at the moon, right?
Well,
is it too far away?
You know, I was putting together my presentation for my webcast. So I do every other week. I do a webcast for my clients, and part of it we focus on whatever lunar phases are going on, whatever astro events are going on.
Okay.
And yesterday was actually an apogee. Okay, which is one of the lunar phases that are out there when the moon is closest to us,
right,
or furthest away. And so, I have laid out on my chart. In fact, I'll show it to you. I don't want to put it on the screen here.
Okay.
But it is amazing, you know, the market turns and the percentage of times when the market is turning. So what's going to be interesting is the power of the move down today and tomorrow. Okay, because on a full moon, you typically like to be able to go long.
Okay.
All right. And so, you know, and with these markets where they're just simply moving on any type of rumor, or maybe even facts as well.
No, that's good to know. Right. Okay. Absolutely.
You know, it will be, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be, you know, in this age right now, a long period of time can be a day or two.
Oh, it is. That absolutely is.
To be in a trade. So, you know, I'll just go take a look at it. Well, I'll take a look at you know, like we always do. All right, we're looking for triggers when we see the market turn, but then we always fall back and take a look at what's going on pattern-wise, what's going on volume-wise. Because when you can get a trigger to time yourself with either a retracement or some other pattern, to me that gives us power behind some type of move. So,
yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And what's going to get interesting, folks, is that so if the volume doesn't expand today, all that you've really done, I mean, this is where the deviant part's going to come in, is that you're still on a higher level consolidation.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
In fact, you know, if you take a look at my screen, you know, what I've got is I've got the S&P 500 index.
Right.
You know, and what I show here are really a couple different things. Number one, I think the most important thing that's shown here is this is the high that was made on the 27th, because that 17P index date is really critical.
And it couldn't get through the neckline.
Yeah. I mean, it's gone up, and it's okay. So that was an area of resistance, okay, or support, depending on which side of it that you're on.
Yes.
And what Tom's talking about is now potentially a higher level, another floor.
That's right.
You know, consolidation, which is not as wide as the first level that we were at. Okay, but still there. Well, the interesting thing is why we want you to understand candles or what have you is because when you see these two other red lines that are going across my screen, those are bearish engulfings, which are now also acting as a support area.
Big time.
You know, and so right now that's the bottom. Now I also show that uptrending channel that we're in.
That's right.
Which you can see we busted through it right now.
We're piercing it.
Yeah, we're piercing it, and so where we close today is going to be important. Now, what we know, what Bud had taught us, right? You come through that area, you're going to want to go back up and test the top of that, which would then set up the full moon piece of it. So if you really market did come down hard today, continued coming down hard tomorrow,
right?
And we happen to line up right, let's say, against you know, one of the support areas.
Right.
Makes sense that you take a look at taking a short-term long trade.
Right.
And nobody would touch. If the market comes down hard today and tomorrow, nobody want to touch that trade.
Now watch the deviance here, and that has to do. We're at 70 million right now, folks. If the S&P, the SPY, if it does close to 400 million, we're going south.
Yeah.
Now watch this though, and if you take a look at what we actually did when we gapped down, we broke the channel with conviction.
Yes.
All we did back up, so we come down with 400 million.
Yeah.
We go back up with 200 million.
Yeah.
So it's going to be.
No question.
It's so cool.
Look at the volumes.
Right.
You know, on a lot of the ETFs, any of the ETFs or what have you out there. You know, you're like, you know, this is, and I got several emails yesterday from listeners, clients asking about the volume aspects of it. You know. And so I was able to give them my take on volume and how important volume is at this stage where we don't have a QE2, a QE1 going through here. So it is more relative, in my opinion, when we're taking a look at volume today on the right side of a chart versus the left side of a chart.
Well, yeah, you know, when you're coming in with $1 billion shot, it's big numbers.
Yeah, that's right. $1 billion short on the NASDAQ.
On the NASDAQ,
yeah,
right. And you're 700 million short on the NYSE.
Yeah,
that's distribution. You know, what's going to happen?
And you know distribution because you were bringing that out with regard to the folks that are on CNBC.
Oh, totally.
Totally. Talk about distributors.
Yeah, totally. And that's factual. That one there, folks.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the 13F filings with the SEC.
Yeah.
We'll know by about 12:30, folks, Eastern time. You'll know whether you get the expansion of volume. And if you don't have the expansion of volume, that's exactly what's going to happen. Come down, get really deviant, go up and hit the tops again.
Yeah.
You know, huge opportunities though all over the place. There's no two ways about it.
But what we all know that's sticking out there is that high volume low. October 4th.
Oh yeah,
at some point in time.
Yeah, no. That's where we're going. Yeah. I mean, listen. You know, right now, if we look at the FTSE, so the FTSE, you know, is going after. Now, I won't have the volume on the FTSE until, you know, a few hours after it's closed. It won't be hard for the FTSE to do the 1.3 billion. The DAX, you know, which has been leading everywhere, has already broken its lows. You know, so what you have with the DAX here is that when
you're going just right now against the...
Well, actually, no, it hasn't hit it yet. Oh, this is even more dangerous. Yeah. So we got to 57.67.
That's right.
It's 57.62.
That's right.
So if we close here, and then the DAX opens up in the morning, after it's had, you know, a couple good steaks. You know?
No, some let's see, the DAX, what would they have over there?
A lot of good energy. Yeah, Wiener Schnitzel. A lot of good energy.
How about just some good beer?
Yeah, good beer will do it.
That's right.
Good beer will do it. And it's October, isn't it? Oh, it's November now. That's right. It's November.
Well, you know, we can expand Oktoberfest.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you know what I had this weekend? I went to that Food and Wine Festival, right?
Yeah.
I had Blue Moon beer. It was dynamite.
Did you? So that's where they put the orange.
Yeah, they didn't have. You know, Disney's so cheap, folks. Disney makes so much money. I mean, it's sick. That's a printing press, right?
Oh, it is.
And that's. You know, the people we were with, they knew how to drink it. I hadn't drank it before. I said, do you get an orange with it? I said, no, we don't have any orange. I said, this is great. $11 for beer without an orange slice. But the bottom line, I really, and I think I've had it before in a bottle. It's not the same. This was on tap. And it was dynamite.
Yeah.
It was good.
You know, over one of the areas where you were at, because I used to have stores out there, folks. So one of the areas that you were at where you listen to music, behind that area, they've got, usually it's the Sam Adams.
I love Sam Adams, yeah.
I think it's the Sam Adams is back there. And they always bring out, you know, some different flavored beers or what have you.
Right.
And they're a little different. I mean,
no, they're different.
But it is nice to go to that beer and wine festival.
No, it is. And what I did purposely...
Because we go to a beer and wine festival anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. What I did on purpose, though, is that I absolutely... I had a couple beers first to fill me up.
Yeah.
You know, because I knew that then I'd be much better off tasting wine. You know, I wouldn't be drinking as much. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at Bass Ale, my favorite's still Black and Tan.
Yeah,
Black and Tan is where it's at, folks.
I agree.
No doubt.
I agree.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit tfnn.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you being with us. We have the Dow right now down 267. Nasdaq's off 69. That's got some big action. S&Ps are off 13. You get gold down 10. Let's just take a look at volume-wise what we have out here. So you get 185 million. Yeah, it's expanding. Yeah. It's expanding right now. You know, and you get almost 400 million on the Nasdaq. So what happens, folks, is this: the expansion. It's important to see what the expansion is. You know, if it's just the correlation. Also, the correlation is not to how we went up.
Yeah,
because we know. As the way up, we had absolutely no volume.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
The correlation is at how we came down last time. So for a confirmation, you're looking for a very large expansion.
Right.
You know,
right.
that will just blow things out of the water.
Yes.
Meaning that what you're looking at is that so I'd be looking at about 1.2.
Yes. Okay. As far as volume on it.
That's right. Because what that would do, that would basically confirm that listen, this is destruction on the way down. And it's not just price destruction, it's volume destruction as you're coming into those levels. Because it takes that much to break a market down, folks. You know, what I have learned is this. When you go up, though, with 700 or 800 million, lights out, baby. Lights out, you know. Now, this one was, not that it was easier, but it was easier than certainly the one in 2008. Because I remember, actually, Larry and I, we were both shot.
Yes.
On that last day when they did that last spike, and we were on the phone in the morning, like, oh man, you got to be kidding me, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, and folks, if you were ever in front of a machine that day, right? My son was in the other room, okay, and I was looking at this, and I mean, you've never seen anything like this in your life. I mean, I was shot up to the eyeballs, and all of a sudden, everything just started going red, and all the accounts just start going green. I mean, it was like sick. And I remember Larry and I talking. And we're saying, oh man, look at this thing, and it was only for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then it just blew apart. That was it. That was lights out, man. And so what I mean by that, this one, you know, it didn't even get up to that point. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you know, backing off.
Yeah.
I mean, and the last one absolutely went over it.
Yeah.
2007, before the whole collapse, folks, it went over it that last day.
Right.
And went over it good, too. I mean, it went over it good. And then, boom!
Yeah.
See ya! Don't want to be ya!
Look, you know, I remember being short during that time frame, especially coming after Christmas, right into January. And I think it was in the first couple weeks of January where there was a first leg down.
That's right.
And I remember having eaten dinner with my brother-in-law, and you know, and he was like, "Oh man!"
You want to hear something?
That was a big day.
Folks, this is how crazy just life is and energy is and all this. It was Angie's birthday. Now picture something. When I tell you this history, this is crazy. Angie, my father's birthday was the high of 2000. Either my father's birthday or Tommy's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay? The high of 2000. Angie's birthday was the high of 2000. And they were different. One was the NASDAQ,
Understood.
one was the NYSE.
Sure.
I have my wife Angie, I bring it to Plum Island or something. No, Palm Island. It's a beautiful little place, right?
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, right? Her birthday, right? That's the implosion.
Oh,
and what ended up happening, that day I was actually shot China.
Yeah.
And that's where it started, folks. So I wake up, and we're on an island, but the computer works.
Oh, that's good.
Okay? And so I hit the computer. I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, this can't be right.
Yeah.
Because what ended up happening, I was trading the FXP at that point.
Yeah.
And it was up like $9.
Yeah.
And, and it was like a 16. And,
yeah.
And so I remember that start. And it's weird. You know, we'll see where the whole thing shakes out. But
yeah. Now, if you know what I've got up on my screen is the SPY chart, just on the 10-minute, because I know you love the 10-minute chart.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your birthday.
That's right. It's a beautiful thing.
But what is cool about the race that's being run here and the importance of understanding the sacred geometry, expansions and contractions. You know, this really actually stopped where it should, just based on all of the things that we actually teach people.
Right.
Okay. So if you were just simply looking at a chart from an educational standpoint, you know what you would see is you'd see a significant low where you had good volume at 9:40 in the morning on November 2nd.
Yep.
And what you can see is where the market came down to was the 0.618 of that, from that low to the high that was made yesterday.
Right.
All right.
That's right.
What you also see is you'll see that it was a 1-to-1. Okay, so a move of a move.
Yep.
You also see a 1.618 expansion of the swing point from the 11:30 time frame on the 8th up to the top.
Right.
And to me, that is just so beautiful to watch how that happens and how that works.
Isn't it?
Okay. And now all it's doing is taking a little bit of a breather.
Right.
You know, but it looks like it wants to go attack that area in time to continue the race.
Yeah.
The race on the way down.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your gold report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow down 275. NASDAQ is getting a little acceleration up. It's down 70 right now. S&Ps are off 31. And listen, folks, of course, don't forget, Go Long America. We get the King Dollar on the move, big time. What Go Long America is, go to our website at TFNN. Go to Barnes & Noble. We have a nice promotion going on now that's going to go to the end of the year.
Yeah.
You buy my new book, The Art of Time in the Trade, The Ultimate Trading Mastery System. You'll get two workshops with it. And give them away, folks. That's the bottom line. You know, Steve and I, whatever city wins, there's going to be 3 cities. We're going to come to your city. We're going to do a workshop free for 1 full day.
Yeah.
And we'll have a blast.
Yeah. And right now I know that the folks on the West Coast are leading the pack.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that was maybe because of the snowstorm. Than the power outage on the East Coast. So we want everybody up on the East Coast. We want Phil to tell everybody, because I want to come see a game, a Boston Bruins game. That's the little party I want to have at night.
Perfect.
So I want to get up there. I want to see that.
You haven't seen a Bruins game?
Oh, I've seen a Bruins game. I just haven't seen it from up in Boston.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. I want to see it from the Garden.
Well, I'll bring you right across the street from the Garden. My cousin. The O'Connors own all the Irish bars up there.
I'd love it.
And they get the biggest bar up there. Okay, they have a lot of them, but they get the one right across the street from the Garden.
So we just need a late flight out.
We'll go there and we'll have some fun.
So gold, you get the dollar on the move.
Yep.
And gold's only traded at 1788 right now.
Right.
So what's your take here?
It still wants to go to 1840.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. I mean, because what you have. We're at 1788, only 81,000 contracts in the back.
Yeah.
That's not enough to break it.
Yeah.
That Gartley wants to set up, man.
Yeah.
So who knows? Now, it's up here, you know, on air, folks, but the bottom line is that when you back off with light volume, too, it's saying, hey, you're going higher.
Yeah.
And, you know, right now we're backing off with dramatically lighter volume. So, bottom line, it wants to get up to those levels.
Yes.
And, you know, that would be a nice trade up there. And, you know, it's so weird. So check this out, folks. This is crazy. You know, so picture, I got to tell you my dreams last night.
Oh, baby.
No, this is when this gets really bizarre.
Kids, close your ears.
No, these are good dreams. So, the first dream, right, was about gold going into the swing point with lighter volume.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't this crazy?
I love it.
So, gold's going into swing point lighter volume. Now, picture this, folks. This is so visual for me, right? I get up, and this is when I end up getting up at 2:45 in the morning. I'm laughing. I'm saying to myself, oh, man, this is crazy, right? So, sure enough, I get up. I go back to sleep about, I don't know, 10 or 4. You know, I've watched the market, you know, did a few things.
Yeah.
Back to sleep about 4 o'clock. What do I end up dreaming about then? Real estate.
Oh, baby.
Right.
I love it.
I'm explaining, I'm saying to people, I says, I'm telling you, man, this thing is going.
Yes,
this is it.
That's great.
You know, the cleaning is out. And what I was doing yesterday, folks, I can understand both of them because I was watching how gold was coming in. I did the gold report yesterday.
Yeah.
And then what I also have, I have a huge spreadsheet that I've been doing for almost 2.5 years now, folks. And what it is, it's about every house that is for sale in Pinellas County, in Hillsborough County, in Pasco County. This is all in Florida.
Yes.
How much is on? How many are there? How many are selling? What they're selling for? So I've been following this whole track coming down. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they're getting, you know, the 500,000 and less are getting cleaned out.
Right.
But I have more interest in the 500,000 and more because that's where I think there's going to be a larger opportunity.
For sure.
So I'm laughing, and so then I wake up in the morning, and of course that was the second dream I had. And I said to Angie, I said, "Oh, I'm telling you, man, this is crazy. I'm really, you know." But anyway.
I like that dream. You know, especially the real estate side.
Right.
Okay, because you know, from our standpoint, we believe that that's really the next hard asset class that's going to move, and especially at the higher level.
You know,
as well, and especially things that are on water.
Right.
Right. You're talking about some power and some energy.
You want to know how crazy this is? When I was going in the gold market, right? And it was Phil from Boston that always kept calling, and I said, almost ready, almost ready, almost ready. As soon as we come back, we'll tell the story, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You get the Dow off 314, NASDAQ off 80, S&P's off 36. We're going to be right back.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I'm very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Baz Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Open Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 308, NASDAQ off 79, S&P's off 36. So when I finally did the gold report, right,
Yes.
I was watching it for about a year and a half, right?
Yes.
And what ended up happening is that it was a 252,
Yep.
kept bouncing around, and then I started to its first small ABC up. I says, that's it,
Yes.
okay? So we
Yes.
got in at 282.
Yes.
So the real estate market, I've been...
Which is nice because you're looking for confirmation.
Yeah, big time. I wanted to sign a strength.
Sitting there for a while.
That's right. I wanted to sign a strength
Yep,
first.
absolutely.
So now check this out. So the real estate market, I've been sitting patiently in a huge way, right? And basically tracking it on a technical basis, meaning money-wise.
Right.
And I was looking, I says, okay, man, I know you can buy 30% under your, and the properties are there, they're cash flow rentals, it's all there, right?
Right.
Well, what happened yesterday was the ultimate for me. Because what happened yesterday, so check this out, folks. Toll Brothers did an ABC up.
Yes.
That's the first ABC up inside the housing market since the last one, folks, was in 2004.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing, okay? If you go look at Lowe's, L-O-W, that's pushing with volume, okay? What's happening is that the whole thing is just at the very beginning of the cycle, and that's where you want to be, because when you look at the bigger macro deal, I look at the bigger macro deal, the whole thing totally makes sense to me. You get the lowest interest rates out there, you get the dollar that wants to move.
Sure.
And we see when the dollar starts moving, other currencies they're higher, that will put demand in the marketplace.
Yeah.
The supply is shrinking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's weird. It's wild. And I'm figuring this is going to be the biggest trade of my life.
Yeah.
Gold thus far. Well, actually, the bankrupt bonds were the biggest until I did gold. Now this real estate will be the biggest.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. And,
and Toll Brothers, my subscribers know that over the weekend as I was scanning for charts or what have you, that Toll Brothers is one of them that's on our buy list. But that was before.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. So
I know.
So on Sunday night, Monday morning, whenever they got the newsletter,
right.
All of a sudden the first housing stock showed up on.
Isn't that crazy?
On our buy list.
I know.
Like, man, this is a nice looking chart.
Yeah. No, it absolutely is. And when you go back, folks, what you want to do, go back to some of these. And what I was surprised at when I went back is that it was actually 2004. See, the market actually topped. The first top was in 2005.
Yeah.
Then they dropped the interest rates again. But the housing stocks at that point went up with no volume and then they imploded.
That's right. Yeah.
And you can see that's where the market, that was the end of the market. Now, what's cool about that is that if you take 2005 to where we are now, and then my take on cycle-wise is that what you have is that, let's say 12 years. Well, if you go out 10 years from now to do a double on it, right?
Yeah.
Well, 10 years from now, you're into 2021, compared to where we were, you can get a house for $1 million, worth $2 million, worth $2.5 million, because it's like milk, bread, and cigarettes 30 years ago was 98 cents. Well, now it's $14.
No, look, there's no question. There's no question. We take a look at 70% of folks out there have got $100,000 or more, sitting in their retirement accounts.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And and the most important thing you can do, especially for that longer term investment.
Right.
There's a lot of folks that don't want to be in and out of a trade in 2 days.
No, right.
Okay. And so when you start taking a look at what are the good longer term investments out there and where you put your money to work, being able to take that money and put it into real estate. Maybe just the actual, like you're talking about, the actual physical asset, okay,
Yeah.
or some way to be able to control that, physical asset,
Right.
But we'll be talking about real estate and real estate stocks for a long time to come.
Yeah.
I mean, that will be.
Isn't that wild, though? I know.
That will be the next bull market.
And it's just like the dollar going up. It's like, but that's how cycles work, man. If we go over to Europe for a second, and let's take a look at Europe. So the FTSE is down 2 3/10%. The DAX is down 2.5, which is not the end of the world, by the way, folks.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What is happening in the Nasdaq? The Nasdaq volume is expanding pretty dramatically. We've already at 500 million.
Yeah. With,
okay.
2 hours. 1 hour. 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. The Nasdaq is basically saying, hey, you know what, man? We're going south. We'll see whether it expands anymore. But if the Nasdaq expands more, what you can expect is that you'll go for the next level down. Now, what happens a lot in an exercise like this is that they won't let someone out.
Right.
So if we expand with volume, and the price destruction is already there.
Yes.
What you could more than likely see is you'll see another gap. Now, if we end up with all the gaps again, well, all that means is the consolidation again.
Exactly.
You gap up, you gap down. So it's going to be wild watching how we come into this full moon. It really is.
How about Italy? How about
Italy's toast. I'll bring it up right now. The bond, the 10-year bond in Italy this morning, folks, went over 7%. You go, yesterday I was talking about it was at 6.66.
Yeah.
And that was bad enough, but let me tell you something. That is nothing compared to
7.5.
7. Let me see. It's sick. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here, watch. I'll bring up. Well, Italy's getting smoked. Italy right now is down 4.5%. Wrong one. Okay, 1 second. Let me get it.
That should have been it.
Get it again. 3. We'll get Italy up here for you. Where is she? Okay, so.
It's so wild just around the world. You've got all these countries without any leadership.
Right.
Which is really wild.
Right. Okay. Oh, yeah, big time. So here's Italy. Italy is just, Italy's doing an ABC down, too. You're down $700. You see, Italy's cool. Hey, folks, if you want to see just price and volume working all over the world, go look at this. This is just amazing. So Italy had gone topside with 1.1 billion shares. Comes down with 1.4. I'll get the rest of this, but this is going after a B of ABC down. Italy's going down there too. And this is crazy. If you actually if we go back and we take a look at the just the channel, how the channel broke.
Right.
Did the same thing.
Yes.
Broke away with conviction. Took the channel out. Comes back up with lighter volume. Bottom line wants to go south.
Yeah.
Amazing. Excuse me. Let's go to Mark in Nashville. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Not much. My take on your real estate thing is that I like the idea of raw land because, of course, I've been around the development business all my life, and those are actually the best deals right now. I found some land down in the Keys in Torch Key.
Yes.
$24,000 for an acre and a quarter.
That's sweet. You stay right there. This is, and that's Mark from Nashua, not Nashville, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow down 250, Nasdaq off 67, S&P's off 25. We're going to be right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but 2 exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, The Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mine company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Steve Rhodes as he teaches techniques on technical analysis using pattern recognition, celestial charting, Fibonacci, and other tools, as well as money management while reaching for those trading and investing profits. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes, up next on TFNN.
So we get the Dow down 239, NASDAQ off 66, S&P's off 28. And, you know, when we take a look at the 10 years out here, it's pretty amazing. I got the 10 years up across the board. Across the world, and Italy this morning is 7.25. Germany's only 1.7. And just so you understand, our 10-year, folks, is 1.9. Pretty amazing. We're talking with Mark, and we're talking, Mark from Nashville, and we're talking about, you want to look at oil, Mark?
Yeah, hey, listen, you know, it's so funny. I wanted to look at SCO, but I did live in Nashville at one point, so that's probably why he got the
That's even better. And in fact, one of the other Tigers were just saying that, listen to this, folks, this is pretty wild, is that Nashville used to be named Nashville, and then the city founders decided that they don't like the guitars, and they changed it to Nashville. No, I'm only kidding. But they did change it to Nashville. Well, you know...
I'm in this SCO. I bought it yesterday. I'm, like, thinking to myself, should I hold on to this position or... something different.
Okay, so SCO, folks, is the 200% inverse correlation of oil. And I'd stay there today because, you know, what you have out here is this. You know, oil is pushing into the highs. It didn't handle it, and it's backing off. But what you'll see, well, what you get to see is this. You get a market that's down, period, okay? Now, if oil doesn't back off more than it's backing off right now, I'd close the position. Okay, because that's saying it wants to go topside again, just like gold wants to go topside again. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That has to do with it's just not finished doing what it wants to do.
Yeah.
And it'd be a better trade at a higher price, you know.
Hey, listen, I'm going to call you guys from Wall Street. I'm going to be in New York City next week, and I want to call back and give you guys a report.
Oh, okay,
what's going on
good.
Wall Street.
Cool, man.
Hey, you're going up to catch Steven Stills. What are they?
They played yesterday.
They did. I didn't see any press on that.
They played yesterday. No, of course they're not going to give him any press.
No, my brother works for Trump. He's on Celebrity Apprentice, so he's a camera guy, and so he's right on 8th Ave. So I'm going to go down. I'll see the Jets Patriots Sunday night, and Monday and Tuesday I'll just walk around the city.
That'd be a beautiful thing, man.
That's a fun city, isn't it?
Oh, I love New York. Yeah, totally. It absolutely is.
Hey, you have a great day. Thank
Okay,
you.
man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Expensive city for sure.
Yeah, it is.
But fun city.
Yeah, it is. It is. Absolutely is.
I remember my first trip up there. We were in, a long time ago, 30 plus years ago. We were in Penn Station. Okay. At a bar grabbing some beers. Right. And I think back then I must have paid $4 to $5 for a beer, which was just like, are you kidding me,
folks? I'll tell you.
You buy the next round. You know.
This is I know what you're saying. Listen to this. This is a crazy story. So I'm in the Marines. I'm stationed at Quantico, and I get a weekend off, right? Yeah. Now, picture this, folks. I'm 18, and, I'm a little out of my mind. Bottom line is that, so picture this, by the way, too. So at that point, I made $113 a month. I gave $40 to my mother, so I, had $70, right? Yeah. I'm meeting the girl I'm going out with in Times Square. Now, Times Square at that point, this is 1969, folks. 1968, actually. So, beginning of 69. So Times Square at that point, folks, is a mess. All these hot dog places and all this. I go to get a hot dog, right? Yeah. And hot dogs then I think were $1 or something, right? Yeah. And I give the guy $10, right? Yeah. And the guy turns around and says, no, you only gave me $1. Right? So picture, they were ripping everyone off at that point. So picture this, folks. He's behind the counter, so he only give me $1. I have, all of $70, $80 on me, right? $10 to me at that point was like $1 million,
for
right?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
He wouldn't give me my money back, right?
Oh, man.
So on the counter, if you know New York at that point, on the counter, folks, you used to stand up at these things, right? It was all these sugar containers. Yeah. I take the sugar containers and I start whipping them at the guy, right? I love it. The cops come over, says, you can't do this. They rip me off, right? So you get a picture. They're not going to arrest me because I'm in my uniform. Yeah. The same day, I says, he's got my $10, but I never got my $10 back. Oh, man. That was my first deal in New York. All right. You stay right there, folks. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Larry Pesavento back here with David and myself.
Happy birthday. I'm going to get your birthday hot dog.
Beautiful. Yeah, totally.